Good evening. I would like to welcome all of you to the 1999 class night. As some of you may or may not know, my name is Kendra Dudley, and I am the Vice President of the senior class. This evening, many of us will be recognized for our hard work and dedication throughout these past 4 years at Belmont High School. I have no doubt that we will remember this night forever, along with the other memories that we have cherished in our hearts. When I look back on these past 4 years, I think of all the memories I have, both good and bad, but mostly good. I remember all the good times with my friends and the feeling I felt when a teacher said, "Job well done." I remember how exciting it was to be voted a class or student council officer. These memories are valuable to me, and I will treasure them always. I, however, do not remember every test grade I received, nor do I remember every paper that I've written. These things are important, but high school to me has been more than just books and classes. It has been a time for me to discover who I truly am and want to be. I feel that all of my memories represent this growth and change. These memories have taught me that it is the little things that make life worth living. I know that my classmates have many wonderful memories as well, and I know as they move on, they will keep them close to their heart. They will never forget their friends and all the great times they've had. I have made many friends who have touched my life so much they will never know. I will never forget these people, nor will I ever forget my time here at Belmont High School. Thank you. I now present to you Jennifer Bowser.
In this fast-paced world, there are not too many second chances. We have to seize the moment. I'll be the first to say that most of the time, life feels pretty monotonous. We do the same things day in, day out, just waiting for the next break from the routine. Vacations and holidays provide some reprieve, but if we constantly look to the future, when do we live in the present? We often take too much for granted. We think, my parents will live forever, my partner would never leave me, and my friends will always be around. As predictable as life is, at times it can still catch us off guard. Be aware that time does not stop for anyone or anything. The moments are passing even as I speak, and what I want you to question is, are you doing what you want to be doing? Are you with the people that you want to be with? Are you where you want to be? Because in the end, it's not going to matter how good your grades were, what sport you played, how cute your boyfriend or girlfriend was, how much money you made, or even where you traveled. What is going to make a difference is how you filled those days. I mean, really filled them. It is not details that are important, but the one goal that stands paramount: happiness. Fulfilling yourself and those around you with the spirit of life. Because like it or not, life as we know it does not last forever. Recently, I attended a funeral for my great-uncle. The pastor spoke of the importance of memories and how comforting they are when we can't be around loved ones. I had never really thought about it, but I believe that this ability is one of our greatest gifts. Just imagine being able to relive any particular time of your life, including the surroundings and, more importantly, how you felt at that time. We can do this. Perhaps the greatest thing about memories is that no one can ever take them away from you. And no matter what happens, they will always be with you. This night will always be with you. However, we should not live in the past or incessantly daydream of the future. Live for the present, because without fulfilling our lives now, we will have no fond memories later. And without living our lives to the fullest, there will be no great hope for the future. The past is gone and the future remains, but right now is a present to us all. Build new memories each moment, because time is actually quite the illusionist, making one feel like he will go on forever, when in reality he is so limited. We must make choices and develop priorities, because we can't do everything and we can't do nothing. This brings me to how we make choices. I'm not talking about a step-by-step guide. Instead, a reminder to keep things in perspective, to take a look at the big picture. Because we tend to think in immediacies instead of considering the long-term effects of our choices. You have the gift of life, and it is yours to do with as you please. Pay no attention to people that try to inhibit or deny your experience. Others have their own lives. Don't let them bring you down because they have made mistakes. But remember, sometimes there are no second chances. These mistakes are not always negative. They are a part of life and usually inevitable. Learn from them. However, some mistakes can be avoided. Wise people learn from others' mistakes rather than repeat them. As graduating seniors, we are given the opportunity to look back at our lives and reevaluate, see where we are and where we want to go from here. There are so many opportunities open to us. It is so easy to become overwhelmed and settle into the mainstream. But especially at this time in our lives, it is so imperative to do what is right for ourselves. We are going through a rite of passage into adulthood, which means making our own choices and also taking responsibility for the repercussions of them. A child often acts impulsively and does not consider the ramifications of his or her actions. An adult thinks about how he or she affects other people. The idea of repercussions is something to think about in itself. I believe that part of being an adult is thinking about how you affect other people. Each of us affects the world in profound ways. As one becomes an adult, more connections are made, and no matter how insignificant we may think we are, remember, a single filament can support the entire web. I encourage you to be aware of yourself and those around you. You may never know whose life you will change. Enjoy life. Life is too short to be preoccupied with petty things, to hold grudges, or to be constantly stressed. Work will always be there. Bills will always need to be paid. Chores will always need to be done, and there will always be bumps along the way. But forget them for a moment and enjoy life's pleasures. Don't be rigid in your ways. Open up to the world and the infinite experiences that await you. Work like you don't need money, love like you've never been hurt, and dance like no one's watching.
I'd like to dedicate this to all the people who've made a difference in my life, the class of 1999, and my best friend, Matt Claremont. Thank you for everything.
Oh, man.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your love pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I'm so tired, I can't sleep. Standing on the edge of something much too deep. It's funny how we feel so much, but we cannot say a word. We are screaming inside, oh, we can't be heard. I will remember you, na 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 na. Will you remember me, na 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 na? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. So afraid to love you, more afraid to lose. I am clinging to a past that doesn't let me choose. Once there was a darkness, a deep and endless night. You gave me everything you had. You gave me life. I will remember you, na 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 na. Will you remember me, da 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 da? Don't let your love pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your love pass you by. Weep not for the memories. Weep not for the memories.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As I watched our opening ceremonies tonight, the opening parts, and I looked out at the audience, to each and every one of you, congratulations. And it's with a great deal of pride that I saw you looking at the graduates of the class of 1999. To my right and to my left sit a very talented group of young men and young women. Their 4 years here and their 8 years before show their dedication and their effort. As learners, to each and every one of you in the graduating class, it doesn't stop tonight. Throughout your lives, there will be many opportunities and many demands that you continue to learn. Just in the few years since you've been in school, so much has happened in the areas of technology, and more will continue to happen. so many new places of employment, and so many changes right within our own households. It is important, and you have demonstrated that you're learners. That's going to take your effort and your persistence. And tonight, we want to celebrate what you've accomplished in these years. And your moms and your dads, your grandparents, relatives, brothers and sisters, younger and older, and friends are here tonight and will be tomorrow night. Tonight, we're honoring that scholarship and that achievement. We're going to be having a series of presenters honoring our graduates tonight. The first person that I'd like to bring up is Sergeant LeClaire from the United States Army.
Good evening, it's a pleasure being here. Tonight, I'd like to recognize students who have received the Montgomery GI Bill and the Army College Fund. The Army recognizes the importance of continuing education in this ever-changing and competitive world. This is why I'm proud to have the opportunity to present the following checks to Robert Ballantyne III, $50,000 for college. Thomas Costa, $19,008 for continuing education. And last but not least, David Trottier, $19,008 for continuing education. Thank you, and congratulations to the class, Belmont class of 1999.
Presenting the Air Force Math Science Award, Staff Sergeant Preventure.
Good evening. Tonight I'm here to present the Air Force's Math and Science Award. These awards are presented to the top senior of the graduating class that has the highest average in the combined of math and science. And this year, I'm proud to announce the 1999 recipients of this award to Kelly Stinson and Karis Bryant. Thank you, and good luck.
The United States Marine Corps presents 2 awards tonight. Representing the United States Marine Corps is Gunnery Sergeant Crimp.
What, no money? I'm here tonight on behalf of the United States Marine Corps to congratulate the class of 1999 and to present 3 awards to a few of its outstanding members and honor their noteworthy accomplishments. Now what I'd like to do is go ahead and have the senior class stand up for me and remain standing, please. Let's give them a round, warm applause. Now what I'd like for you to do is go ahead and turn towards me, please. Turn towards me. Now, stand up straight. You're fixing to graduate tomorrow, okay? All right. Raise your right hand for me. Now repeat after me. No, humor me, okay? All right. I state your name.
I state your name.
There you go, graduating class. Do hereby acknowledge to have voluntarily enlisted under the conditions by law. Have a seat. Have a seat. Go ahead and sit down. No, in all seriousness, there is an individual in this class that has taken that oath into the United States Marine Corps, and I'd like to recognize him. He's also got his continuing education of $19,000 in the Montgomery GI Bill, and he will be leaving to basic training July 6th, right after this, within a couple of weeks here. His name is Scott Green. Scott, stand up for us, please. The Scholastic Excellence Award is sponsored by the United States Marine Corps. This award recognizes the noteworthy academic achievements as well as the leadership excellence. Nominees are exemplary students who serve as a positive role model and leaders of their peers. At this time, the United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Scholastic Excellence Award to Jonathan White and Kelly Stenson. The Distinguished Athletic Award is sponsored by the United States Marine Corps. This award recognizes the vast contribution of the student athlete. Nominees have distinguished themselves on and off the field through the continuous display of courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership. At this time, the United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Distinguished Athletic Award to Nathan Roach and Kelly Stenson. I like being up here. This is nice. The Simple Fidelis Award for Music is sponsored by the United States Youth Foundation and the Marine Corps League. It is presented to recognize the diligence and dedication of the music excellent as a performing bandsman and soloist. At this time, the United States Marine Corps and the Youth Foundation takes great pleasure in presenting the Simple Fidelis Award for Music Excellence to Ryan Rogers. It's always a pleasure to come back to Belmont, and looking forward to seeing you again next year. Thank you.
Our next award is a first-time award. Presenting this service award is Mr. Thomas Garfield, the chairman of the Shaker Regional School Board. Please excuse me for my error. This award will be presented tomorrow evening. So for anyone who is really eager to find out, you're going to have to wait another night on this one. Our next award is the American Legion Sportsmanship Award. Representing the American Legion, Mr. Peter Pori.
Ladies and gentlemen, staff, family, faculty, especially the class of '99, Mr. Moulis did it again. I had something all written up, and what's he do? I was going to call this the John Mullis Belmont High School Gymnasium, but he says, no, we can't call it that. We haven't named it yet. And then he sends up 3 wonderfully dressed, uniformed military officers. So now I forget what the hell I was going to say. Now I got this guy up here that after these military people have given away all this serious dollars to these students and whatnot, what am I left up here with? Just giving away 2 little trophies. John, you did it again. Roy, stop your laughing. Okay? I'm pulling the Robert's Rules of Orders, okay? I would like to say sincere congratulations to the class of '99. The American Legion Sportsmanship Award is given away by every post throughout the nation, and it is usually picked by their peers. It's not picked by the American Legion posts. And it's considered to be a high school-long dedication to a sports activity, which evidently these 2 people that were nominated by their own peers, evidently they won them, okay? But maybe we got this one girl when she came back, she headed south, I understand, and now all she listens to is country music. Kelly Stinson, I would like to present you with the American Legion Sportsmanship Award. The next guy, I had to find out something about because I didn't know much about him, okay? So I happened to get a hold of the guidance director's office, and he told me his nickname was 1,000 Points. Said he was in the 1,000-point group, and I says, what the hell is that? And she told me that he earned 1,000 points through some sports things here in Belmont, okay? And I guess it's that guy, Mr. Nathan Roach, again. I'll make it like them other guys and get the heck out of here so we can keep going. Thank you very much for your attention.
The next group of awards are presented by the faculty of Belmont High School. Beginning tonight's awards, Mrs. Farrington, representing the Art Department.
The first thing I'd like to say is I want to acknowledge this class. I have a special place in my heart for this class. When I first came here in '93, in the middle of the year, my first month was very, very difficult. And I went home every day thinking, what have I done? After the first month, I started seeing this class as 7th graders, and I had a blast with them. We had a lot of fun, and I thank them very much for making my time at Belmont High School so much fun. My first award, this award should really be titled the Greatest Growth Award. I have watched this young lady grow and mature since 7th grade, but this year was a profound year for her. Starting in advanced art last fall and culminating with her final project just today, she has gone through a tremendous evolution. The best part of it is that she has known it was occurring, and she's been really excited about her experience and growth. I really adore this kid. It is with great admiration that I award this year's Most Improved Art Award to Marcia Govea. Would Ryan Foss please come up here? I was asked by Ryan to write a recommendation for him for college, And after Mr. Dixon read it and told me that it had a profound impact on him, I decided I wanted to share this recommendation with you because this is how I feel about this young man. I have been an art teacher for 11 years, and during that time I've taught various levels from kindergarten to college. With all that experience and over all that time, I can say without hesitation that Ryan Foss is the most exceptionally gifted art student I have ever taught. In thinking about this recommendation, that thought was first and foremost in my mind. What is it about Ryan that makes this statement true for me? He is the whole package. He can draw a still life with exquisite detail, use a pencil and render value perfectly, tackle the technical challenges of pastel with intense concentration and focus, then turn around and create a mixed media painting demonstrating an artistic maturity that goes beyond his years. He comes to class each day and all he wants to do is work. No talk, no socializing, no wasting time. For him, the 90 minutes he has each day in the art room is his time to be 100% Ryan Foss, heart and soul an artist. I watch him and I am amazed at how much he can block out. His focus on each piece is so strong. Other students, music, the intercom, conversations, nothing can derail him from what he needs and wants to do. Ryan is a very special young man. He has inspired me all year long. I cannot think of a single person more talented nor more deserving of recognition than Ryan. He epitomizes what an artist should be, and at the tender age of 18, I think that are remarkable. I am very pleased to award this year's Excellence in Art Award to Ryan Foss.
Out of the wonderfully musical and talented band members of the class of 1999, one person has stood out, representing all that any director could ask for in maturity and dedication, playing ability, and being a positive role model for those around her. I'd like to give this year's Band Booster Award to Kendra Dudley. The Esprit de Corps Award is given to a senior player that's shown a commitment and spirit above and beyond what's expected. This young lady has an almost perfect attendance record for all our events over the years. She's shown a willingness to use her organizational strengths to help the band and has been such a friendly and good-natured person. This award was made for her, the Esprit de Corps Award to Masha Gouvet. I'd like to present the Outstanding Performer Award to someone who has shown over the years that she's dedicated and talented, not only in the band, but in the chorus and drama as well. She's proven herself outstanding from her first solo on trumpet back in 8th grade for the BBO, to lead roles in our musicals, to playing every pep band performance right up to her solos in our final concert this spring. It's my pleasure to give the Outstanding Performer Award to Meg Holmes. I'd like to give the Band Dedication Award to someone who's done a lot for the band over the years, to say the least. She's lived and breathed music, playing in bands, orchestras, ensembles all over the state. She's brought pride to our school and community by being selected to 3 all-state groups. She's achieved the top piccolo score in the state. She served as the president of the band this year and was in charge of the details of getting us to Williamsburg. We'll be watching her progress next year as a music major at Plymouth State College. I wish her the best and tell her that she'll be deeply missed. This is Ryan Rogers. I'd like to give one more award, if I could, to a young man who joined us this year and shared his talents with us. He came to us from Germany, and it was a delight to listen to him play. He joined the jazz and concert bands, playing the first trumpet parts. He played some wonderful solos with our concerts and cabaret. We're going to miss Matthias very much next year. I'd like to give him the Outstanding Soloist Award to Matthias Jornak.
Very briefly, before I acknowledge the 3 seniors who will be receiving awards this evening, we have had the opportunity to make use of, if that is the correct term, to share in the talents of 3 adults this year. 4 actually. One is our accompanist Nancy Stevenson, who had to scoot out of here and do a rehearsal of her community chorus. But I would like, please, to have Ms. McFarland, Mr. Walker, and Mr. Moran come up front, if you please, very briefly. These three people, Ms. McFarland helped us out in singing a few alto parts earlier on in the fall. And Mr. Walker has been student teaching, well, not really student teaching yet. He's only been observing. 45 hours turned into 4,500. He will be student teaching with us in the fall, but he has volunteered innumerable hours of time. And Mr. Moran has sung with us an awful lot this spring, and it's been wonderful to have him, as I'm sure the chorus will attest. I just wanted to give them a token of our appreciation. It is a copy of Randall Thompson's setting of Robert Frost's poem, Choose Something Like a Star, because indeed they are all stars. The first chorus award that I would like to present this evening is for consistency in chorus. To a young woman who has never been afraid to make her opinion known and never been afraid to back that opinion up with fact, reason, and logic. And this award goes to Megan Holmes. The second award, somehow there was a name mix-up, and on the award there appears the name of someone who isn't even in chorus. And so I need to tell you that our Outstanding Vocalist Award this evening goes to a vocalist whose talents you've heard this evening, and that is Ms. Adriana Lair. The third award is for most dedicated in chorus, and this goes to a young woman who came to us, about a year and a half ago, and at times her self-confidence has held her back, but I've watched that self-confidence grow, and always has she been an active force for chorus, for the promotion of choral music, and she's a wonderful young lady. And I want to present the Most Dedicated in Chorus Award to Ms. Jamie Cooper.
Working on the yearbook is a full-time job. It's a half-year class, but once the semester is over, there's still a great deal to be done. We started the book last spring, and we're just finishing up with it now. We did a terrific book, and it's a real unique experience to work on the yearbook. It's very close, very intense, a lot of fun, as long as everybody keeps the right attitude, and this was a delightful crew to work with. It's also a lot of stress, but I like stress. There were two who were always there, two who always could fill in the spots where everybody needed to be. And the yearbook award goes to Jen Bowser and Megan Holmes. I also have the privilege of giving the Drama Award. It's impossible to give just one award to this class. We had three young ladies who are extremely talented, going all the way back to the 7th grade. They've been involved in Kismet, Fantastics, My Fair Lady, Romeo and Juliet, and then this couple weeks ago they had the honor of all three of them sharing top billing. They're very talented. All three go to Megan Holmes, Kate Lawler, and Adriana Levy.
The first award that we're giving in the business department tonight is one for excellence in business law. And this is going to recognize two individuals who led their teams in legal debates during the proceedings of the impeachment of the president and discussing ethics in our government, Alexis O'Neill and Corey Ann Estes. The next award is an Excellence Award in Business Communications, and we wish to recognize an individual who communicates value, character, leadership in all of his dealings with everyone he comes in contact with. This goes to Jim Silly. We would next like to recognize excellence in the field of accounting, and this goes to Jamie Baird. We also would like to give a special recognition to an individual who not only displayed outstanding achievement in business law, but also went beyond the confines of the classroom. He shared his views and his high standards in the community for us. He took time to talk to middle school students concerning their involvement and community. He spoke at a conference to promote school-based learning with business people, and he worked with Attorney James Carroll in an initiative to establish a peer court system. We applaud you for your determination, your ethics, and your heart for humanity. Zach Bouchard.
As most of you know, Mrs. Moulton and I usually work together, and one of the people that we would like to honor tonight is our technical assistant. This person has great patience with us, is always willing to teach us new things, and keeps our department running. And for that, we would like to give him a great thanks, John White. The next one I'm going to call a Career Visions and Community Service Award. For her project for Girl Scouts for her Gold Award and for part of her Career Visions course, this student designed and orchestrated a course in safety at the elementary school. In addition, for Christmas each year, our class always adopts a family to share with. This young lady, in a period of 1 month, crocheted 2 Afghans to be given to this family. She's absolutely overwhelming and a tremendous student, and we wish her well. That's Elena Roback. The next award is for general business. This student was always absorbed in the subject matter at hand. In particular, when it came to the activities, which is always a hands-on class, lots of real-life situations, he absolutely excelled and would always ask for more. This young man is also an Eagle Scout, and many of you, I hope, join me with thanking him for the ramp that goes to our Belmont Town Library. A tremendous young man who we will be watching in the future, Sean Appleyard.
Congratulations, guys. Yeah, thank you.
I wish I could show you on an overhead the portfolio that this man prepared for the vocational word processing. It is not just an outstanding portfolio. I have to say that it was absolutely exquisite. I am extremely proud of the dedication and the end project, but particularly for this student. Mike Ellis.
When I was asked who should receive the Excellent in English Awards, I immediately thought about the advanced placement students. Each, for a variety of reasons, could easily qualify. After trying to decide who is the most creative or the most perceptive or the best writer or the best talker, I realized I could have not just picked one student. What propelled the two recipients to the forefront was their work ethic. They both have incredible personal drives. Their writing assignments were always well crafted and their projects meticulously done. Every day they came to class with a positive attitude, a desire to learn, and a want to succeed. And they also were the only two who liked Rosencrantz and Guildenstern were dead. It's with great pleasure that I award the Excellent in English to Jen Bowser and Kelly Stinson.
Bonsoir, bienvenue. Si vous avez écouté les nouvelles à la télévision ou à la radio, vous avez entendu d'un groupe de secours qui est déplacé malgré la nationalité, la religion ou le nom de leur famille. Le groupe dont je parle s'appelle Médecins sans frontières. Nous à Belmont sommes ravis d'honorer les élèves qui choisissent suivre les pas de ces docteurs, dont il y en a quelques-uns qui viennent de New Hampshire. Ces élèves étudient la langue et la culture étrangère en espérant à diminuer les problèmes internationaux.
Todas personas pueden entenderlo, ¿no? Sebastián. Sí, bueno. Hola, bienvenidos a Belmont High School esta noche. ¿Puede entenderme? No. Sí, bueno. Bueno. Tenemos un premio especial para estudiantes que estudian varias lenguas. Esta escuela le gusta dar noticias